57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go.
57's the 57. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. 180.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Set.
And now some motion before the snap. Man, this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Blue 30.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Get him, boy.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw, and he connects with Ertz. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
the Packers' 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So don't say no.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They've kept him to a short run play there. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 58, Mike. I got you. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 50.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go.
You better bring it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
One, Omaha.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 30-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 times.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now it's Ginn.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, here we go. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Roethlisberger. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
230.
Check, 43. Gotta do better.
Let's go.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, switch gears.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Check, 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 check.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Desmond King making the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
61, match box.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Packers 14, Eagles 9. Matt Prater is set for kickoff.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We own them.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught. Shepard. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I got this.
Ingram pushes him over. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Ingram. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
65. Go ahead.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
54 right there.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He got 29 yards that time.
Ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Out to his left. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
58, come on. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Roethlisberger now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
65, 65.
58, come on. 58.
Move.
Strip the
Man.
Strip that.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a top.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
On first down, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ingram again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Stay with your man.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 21, 21.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that. And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, They now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.